I'll be totally honest. I don't like the word content, and it's probably not for the reason you think. When I show up to post content, when I show up to make a YouTube video, when I show up to make content in general, I just feel so good about it because I know I'm sharing my journey. I know I'm trying to have a good impact. I know I'm trying to do all these things and it just inspires so much people and be transparent and not try to fake it or promote a fake lifestyle that just isn't real. Like when I know I'm posting content, I know that even right now in this moment, I've had a little impact, just a little impact that I can even be somewhat proud of, where I can let it inspire me to go even harder on content. But what I really mean is I don't like the word content, how it's used, and just the system built around it. You see so much people that treat clout like they're God, and they just chase clout, and they want to be these influencers, they want to be these content creators, they want to be these YouTubers that just get to sit around on their iPhone all day and then make a piece of content and then just blow up. People that have really nothing to show for it. People that don't have any really bigger purpose in themselves for why they want to do it, other than they want tons of clout. They want to just see imaginary numbers on a screen. You know, when I see a new follower, when I see a comment, when I see anything like that, I see it's a person and I DM them or I answer the comment back immediately. It doesn't really matter how much comments I get in a day. I'll always try to put a specific point in my day where I just reply to all those comments, whether it's when I'm taking a walk or when I'm about to go to bed, whatever it might be. I just see so much people treat content as this way to clout or be arrogant, treat people lower than them because they have a couple thousand followers. When I hear content, and it really, honestly, it used to be a counter-intention for me. When I was trying to make content, I didn't even like to say that. I always just like to say that I'm going to be a leader. Like, that's all I'd say for AKA I'm going to film content. And when I say content, I'm very happy to say that and know that's part of my days. That's the truth, is I've just never really aligned with the today's age influencer, OnlyFans models, and just all this bullshit. I'm gonna be totally honest. So why I actually post content, why I actually show up, it's about being able to share a true journey. It's about being able to share every single thing in between. It's about being transparent. It's about being able to show the process that people call impossible. It's about being able to inspire people, knowing you're going to have a great impact, knowing that you're really in it for people around you, and it's not all just very selfish. There's tons of selfless reasons why you're showing up. You want to have a great impact and just do all these things, and there's just so much things and why I actually show up, and the things that I just plan to keep doing if it really does keep working out, is that I want to be able to be someone that people can actually look up to, someone that people can look up to when they're going through extremely hard times and they don't know what to do, or when maybe they're just starting out their journey and they come across this channel right now or maybe in a couple years from now and it helps them out, whatever it might be. I never really had any role models to look up to. I never really had anyone, next to me that was like, wake up at this time or prioritize all these great habits or try to do all these things. It just was something that I just had to figure out over time, and something that I just had to kind of fail and relearn. That's a big reason, because I know my words, my message, and everything I do can also help someone in that position when they're trying to figure it all out and trying to start doing all these things. Someone they can just look to and just be able to see, like, yeah, this is what the journey looks like. I'm not trying to look all perfect. I'm just showing what it actually looks like before anything is so certain, before there's even 100% certainty that I might succeed or not. And especially knowing that your message could help someone years from now. Imagine you look up to this really great mind and he shared his journey from the time he was 15 years old and he did all these things. Imagine if he shared a journey since the time he was like 14 or 15. It would literally be like the best book you could ever get your hands on, because it would literally have everything you'd want to see. It would have all the hard times he went through, all the trials and tribulations, all the times that it was very uncertain, and you could see it all. And that's why I also remind myself that, there could be someone years from now that's 15, 14, 16, whatever age it might be, sitting in their room watching some of the things I might have said and be able to be extremely thankful for what I've said, or be able to get help from that, or whatever it might be. So yeah, some of the leaders I've looked up to, if I could see, if they documented their whole journey, their whole life, it would be like the best book, the best live action book I could ever get my hands on. So basically, but overall, about being able to promote a great message and being able to really share everything in between. And when people can come back and see your stuff when they're in, maybe 4 years from now, when someone's your age right now, they can see what you're doing, they can see how you were showing it all before you were doing all these things, and it just helps them so much, and it lets them know, like, you're not alone in this journey. I was once there, or whatever. So that's why I think I've never really aligned with the word content and how it's used in today's age and whatever. It's more about trying to build a legacy. It's more about trying to have a great impact. Honestly, a personal brand really is just what you decorate to be appealing to people. A legacy is just something that you leave behind for everyone else to see. It's something that you leave behind that inspires so much people and does so much wonders. But overall, this is a very important message I wanted to get out, because it is just the truth. Because sharing your journey, being transparent, especially being transparent, opening up about hard times, opening up about even personal hard times, not just hard times and what you do to make money, can always just help so much people, help so much more people than you know in the moment. Always. You really don't know how much people you're helping in this moment until, it's maybe a couple months, years later. Alexander the Great is such a great example because he was such a great leader. He walked among his men. He named them by their names. He said inspirational speeches and all these things that lit something inside of his soldiers and inspired them to battle when they had every single reason to turn back, because all odds were against them. And Alexander the Great, of course, was also doing it for his own very selfish reasons, which everyone has their very own selfish reasons. That's why there is you. And for him, he wanted to conquer the world. And of course, him saying those inspirational speeches, him getting his soldiers to battle, of course that served him, of course that benefited him. But it didn't change the fact that he wasn't just fighting on the field, let alone by them. He was also leading the battle. He was the one that was almost dying on the battlefield. He was the one getting more hurt than his soldiers. He was the one that could have backed out of the battle and let his soldiers go, yet he just kept going. He's truly a great definition of a really great leader, and what it means to be ambitious, what it means to want to really have a great impact, lead people, and be able to be very selfless, and also have your very selfish reasons, whatever they might be. Obviously his are, a lot more different than most people in today's age. That is the end of this video, and basically, yeah, I hope this video was able to let you see more context and why I really, post YouTube videos and make content and whatever. So yeah, but anyways, I will see y'all next video.